Welcome back, everybody. I am Drak.
I am the shadow that haunts this castle.
Indeed. And welcome back to our LP of Castlevania, specifically for the month of October. And now we are taking on level 3. And this is actually where I kind of forget the castle levels, because they change in every game. But now we get to go up to the next most annoying enemy of this game, the Fleamen. You will hate them as much as you hate the Medusa heads in this game. And for Castlevania fans, you know all too well the pain and the trauma that Fleamen cause, as you can see right now. Now we're just going to make our way upstairs, and here's a little bit of Castlevania trivia for Alex. So at this point in the actual canon of the games, how many times do you think Dracula has been killed?
1,000,000 times. I don't know. I'm sure it's been killed a lot.
Actually, in the canon of this game, Simon is the second one, or the second Belmont to kill Dracula. So, even though a lot of stuff is based around Simon, he is the second one. His great-grandfather was the first to kill Dracula. And yes, as far as the game is concerned, we've all killed him 1,000,000 times. And people are starting to see a little bit more deaths in these. It's just because from here on in, the first 2 levels are easy for me. It's when we get into these levels when I start going to hard mode here. This is one of those few games that actually has earned the classification NES Hard. Such games include wonderful introductions such as Ninja Gaiden. Trying to think of some of the other ones the Angry Video Game Nerd has dug out. I think Milan's Castle is one of them too. Ugh. And for those who don't know what NES Hard means, all I have to say is frickin' hard. That's all you need to know.
Go to TV Tropes, look up Nintendo Hard, that'll explain it.
Pretty much. I mean, maddeningly hard.
And we are also at TV Tropes, guys, look us up.
Yes, we are at TV Tropes. Alex had to introduce me to this, a couple of weeks ago, that we have a TV Tropes page?
No, it was months ago.
Okay. It shows how much I remember. I love the music of Castlevania, especially the later additions to it. And of course you have like little renditions of Roman artwork. And the return of the Medusa heads! Yes, they are here for the rest of the game.
Medusa!
Yep. We took out their big mama, but apparently that wasn't enough to stop them. There we go. And you can still get hit on the stairs, it just doesn't knock you off. But now that we're getting higher and higher, I have to worry about the real reason that makes this game so hard. And the Angry Video Game Nerd went over it, but I'll go over it again. When you get hit, you fly back. Which can really kill you, like, say, if you're right over this gap, and you die.
Case in point.
Yep. It happens. In Castlevania, death happens. You deal with it. That's okay, we're gonna start making our way past the Medusa heads again.
Considering this is a classic platformer, does this have, like, the life system, like, with a game over, or do you just keep going until you keep going?
Okay, be more specific with that.
I mean, do you have, like, a set amount of lives, like, in a...
Yes, you can, if you see the P right there,
yes,
at the upper part of the screen, that's how many lives I have.
Okay, so you can get a game over in this.
Yes, and this is one of those games also where 0 is a life.
Okay.
So technically, I start off with 5 lives. Now, another interesting addition also is that, yes, you can get a game over. As long as you continue, you can keep going.
You can keep going. There's no back to start.
Yes, until you reset the game. And then it will go back to start. There's no passwords.
Right. That's good.
So that's kind of the downside of recording this, is that I had to keep things on... For those who don't know, I'm playing on the Wii Virtual Console version, because I wanted to stay as true to the NES version as I could. And so all you have to do is just, basically halt the emulator, so to speak, and you can come back to it later when you're not going to murder your controller. And yes, you will get there. I don't care if you could be the most patient soul with these games, and you will still want to murder your controller at the end of it. But when you kill the boss, most rewarding thing you've ever done in your life. The adrenaline off of killing the boss is great.
That was a close one.
Yep. Sometimes you don't want to kill the ravens, because...
Nevermore.
Well, yeah, that and more Medusa heads! And these two-headed things that I really don't like. I don't know what their actual name is. But now we're getting to the third boss. I actually don't think I take him out this time.
That's the mummy.
It is two mummies.
Two mummies.
Mummy and Daddy.
Uh-huh.
So I have to take them out one at a time. And yeah, I'm not going to take them out this time. But that's okay, because I get put at the checkpoint right before him. But I have one more life to do it. Will I do it? Of course I will. It's Drak. Because Drak. Believe in the Drak.
In the heart of Drak.
In the heart of the Drak. In the eye, it's the eye of the Drak, it's the thrill of the fight.
Sure.
Okay. I'm liking talking about the Drak in third person. The Drak.
The Drak.
I don't know what came over us, guys. You know, if you guys want to make a mention of it, that's awesome, but I don't know what's going on with us.
I'm lost myself.
Exactly.
Invincibility?
Yes.
Cool, cool.
It's supposed to be invisibility, but that's what it is.
I see.
It's like an invisibility potion, I think, in the manual. So. And this time I actually learn and get my candle chicken before I start this up. Or I guess in this case, the wall chicken.
How long has that chicken been in the wall? And how's
Alex,
it fully cooked?
Alex, we don't ask those questions in Castlevania. We are only thankful that the ham was, or that the chicken was there. It's technically supposed to be a pork chop.
Right.
So...
They do a really great parody of that fact in Press Start.
Yes. Alright, and we take out the mummies. And we are now on to the fourth level, which is kind of a weird take on the journey through the castle. Because we were going up, and then I guess we hit a trapdoor somewhere.
So now we're down.
Down into the catacombs. This is where the game gets stupefyingly hard.
Oh boy.
And the reason being is that you cannot have one fatal problem in your execution like that!
Awkward platforming in a room full of enemies.
Uh-huh. And constantly spawning enemies like the bats. Yes, a bit of a shout out to, I think it was Light Saga 01 or Chrono Ale that pointed this out, that the bats are pretty annoying. Yes, they're about as annoying as the Medusa heads.
That is another trope that I keep mentioning. Goddamn bats.
Uh-huh. Well, the only reason that the Medusa heads kind of take it is because Medusa heads are more in these games.
Yeah. And that was Chrono, I remember.
Yeah, it was Chrono Ale 4000.
Arcale.
Arcale. Thank you. I will get you guys' names right, I promise. I'm just an old fart and I can't apparently read leet speak.
Our two biggest fans.
Indeed. We love our fans.
We love you all.
Please subscribe.
And comment, and rate, and favorite. Come on, guys. It takes 2 seconds to hit that thumbs up button. Okay,
so this actually took a couple of efforts right here. Because it's basically a gauntlet of Fleamen.
I assume that's like a whip or something.
It is a whip.
Yeah.
It is the Vampire Killer. The whip that has been passed down in the Belmont clan for centuries.
Very nice.
Yes, I like Castlevania lore. Oh, and one of my favorite enemies. This guy is so much easier to take on in later games. And now we are to the final little bit of this level, where we can take on the Frankenstein monster and his little buddy, and... Why am I calling him a little buddy? It's the little nightmare known as Igor. Yes, there's a Fleamen boss. As if Konami was looking to troll their players even more. More wall chicken! We're not worried about getting diseases in this game, Alex.
No.
We're a Belmont. It's because we're a Belmont.
I can see what you mean now, what you said in the first video, how this is a big tribute to those old monster flicks.
Oh, yes. And later in the games, it becomes more of a tribute to all kinds of mythology. Mm-hmm. So not only do you get, in this one you see Greek mythology. Later on, you'll even get Hebrew, Egyptian mythology. I think even a comment pointed it out, an ancient Egyptian level in one of the DS games.
Yes, once again, Chrono.
Yep. And for the record, I love that level. It was awesome. Now, for this boss, I'm really not doing it right, I'll be honest. And it's just because I don't have to worry too much about Frankenstein. It's Igor that's the problem.
Yeah, looks like Igor's more of the pain.
Yes, you pay more attention to Igor. And I do also have the really overpowered holy water to take him out.
Yay, holy water!
Indeed. But that is actually going to be another part this time around. Stay tuned for next time we take on the two most dreaded bosses of the game. So sit back and relax for this special, as this special LP for the month of October continues. Once again, I am Drak.
I'm Shadow.
And we'll see you next time for more Castlevania.